Fluons presents Semi-Select's India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
This man is ubiquitous. He is in front of the camera, behind the camera, on TV chat shows, on fashion shows, in magazines. He's omnipresent. He has now transformed into this dapper, trendy guy next to me. What he lost in kilos, he has gained in charm. So Karan Johar, welcome to India's Most Desirable. So here we are again, after years, on my chat show.
Yes, after very many years.
But it's lovely to have my friend sitting opposite me again.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, do you know that, are you aware that people play us up as rivals?
Yes, there is a lot. I think because we have two existing talk shows that have both gained a fair amount of popularity, I think that that's why there is this whole tussle, there's this whole comparison. But I really would like to say that if there wasn't you around, there would be no B. I mean, I think I'm a fan, have been of Rendezvous, and you pioneered the whole talk show movement. So I think all of us, everyone has to say, if there's one talk show host in India that we all look up to, it's Simi, and no one else, right?
So generous. That's really very sweet of you. I was going
No, it's truly felt. And I think that somewhere when I used to watch your show, I was like, hey, this is something I'd like to do one day. And when Coffee with Karan came about, I would like to say it was only a result of what you had done.
How sweet you are. But don't you think, in any case, our styles, the genre of our shows, are both very different?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm a lot more intrusive, I think, sometimes at the cost of certain people's comfort level. But that's the way I chose to take the path in my talk show. And I think yours is warm, affectionate, and always intimate. That's something that I haven't managed, is intimacy. I think you manage that very well.
But don't you think then, basically, every talk show reflects the personality of the host?
Well, I'm naturally more intimate than I come across. I come across quite frivolous at times on my talk show, which is not really me. Sometimes I kind of tap into the current gossip scenario, the who's seeing who's doing who scenario, much more than I'm really interested in. I find myself asking all these questions and I keep thinking that, do I really want to know? Half the time, no, I don't. But I'm doing it because I think that's the vibe of the show.
You know, today you're one of the most powerful people in Bollywood. But I noticed that you carry your power quite lightly. How come?
I don't know, Simi. I've seen failure as a child. I've seen my parents go through tough times when I was growing up. My father produced 5 debacles, one after the other. We saw bad financial times. And I remember seeing the disappointment on his face when I felt he was slighted by so many members of the movie industry, where he was actually such a respected, loved man.
No, he was loved.
But
nobody could slight him.
But there was a whole phase, Simi, and my mother knows this, and I know this, where he wasn't given the love that I felt he deserved. I think those days are very important to me because they, I think, grounded me and made me the man I am today. So when I see success, I know failure is right next door. I know that this could go away tomorrow. I'm going to be 40 next year. I will lose this fun element. I will be not in touch with the youth after a decade. I might make that one big flop that might push me back. I know all that is a possibility. I have to know it. That's what grounds me today.
Is there such a thing as real friendship in our industry? Just tell me truly.
It's a dinosaur. It's definitely a dying breed. Because I don't think people have the bandwidth emotionally to sustain friendships in our industry. You cannot have an equal connection with anyone. Somewhere, if you play the subservient part, you maintain a friendship.
Is that right?
You cannot, there's no such thing as an equal friendship.
There is no
if you are two powerful people, cannot be friends. There will have to be one of them who takes a back seat. Who's this? And that's invariably me. Let me tell you, I'm friendly with some of the most powerful people in the industry, but I definitely am subservient in that relationship. I definitely take a back seat. I don't play the power card or the big producer-director card. I become the humble friend, and that's how I make it work. It's not going to happen otherwise.
You're very close to Shah Rukh.
Totally.
Now, if Shah Rukh has an enemy, or doesn't get on with somebody, or there is an open public battle with somebody, what stand do you take?
If I was close to that person from before, then I will continue that relationship.
Salman and Shah Rukh, how do you deal with that today?
I've known Salman's family ever since I can remember. In
Yeah.
fact, Salim Saab has written my father's very first film, Dostana. So I can't look through him or not acknowledge him or not wish him because he has a problem with Shah Rukh. No, I will have the same level of regard
Same.
and respect. It's been the same. And he was part of my first film. How can I forget that? So we have the exact same equation that we did before this fallout. I have my individual relationships with
Fair,
everyone.
and that's, I think, is the secret of your success. But I really think you should write a book on this.
One day I will write a book, Simi, and I will keep it with somebody, and then when I'm dead, I will allow them to publish.
Why dead? We all need to know how to keep friends now.
No, but
not later.
what about the rest of the mad stories that the book will have?
May I suggest what you do? You don't have it for public. You should pass it around to your close friends. So at least we can read it while you're around and discuss it.
There's no such thing as a secret, Simi. You should know that. Every best friend has a best friend.
A secret in the Oxford sense where you tell one person at a time. That's the secret.
That's the secret. Yeah.
Okay. You know, for someone who pries open other people's secrets quite unsparingly, their love life, their rumors, how is it that we've never heard any link up or any rumor of you, ever?
If I told you very honestly, there hasn't been much, you may not believe me.
Much?
There hasn't been
It's a very
much.
relative word.
No, I'm not. Like, I don't claim to have led a saintly life. There have been a lot of one-sided love stories in my life. I've seen more heartbreak than heart make.
You've said that.
Yes. I've invariably been in love when I haven't had the same reciprocated emotion at all. I don't choose to talk about my personal life because I believe that I don't want to. And I believe my personal life is personal. And,
Oh, come on,
keeping
Karan,
it-
that's not fair, huh?
But I will when I ask questions to somebody, I don't expect them to give me the real answer. Nothing anyone ever says on my show, Simi, is ever really revelational. I mean, in terms of it's always like something you've already read in a newspaper, magazine, or tabloid.
But even then, you know, one would have heard some link up, some story, something, you're having dinner with so-and-so here, or he's not there. You've managed this feat, which is absolutely amazing.
Because I don't do anything in the public eye.
You know what I think?
You think I'm up to tricks when I travel?
I think you have your relationships abroad.
You think I have my relationships abroad?
Henna. You know what I think? I think this Gemini twin that you talk about, one twin is abroad,
Yeah.
and one is here.
Currently having a ball
And that one's
while I'm
having great
working
fun
my
while
ass
you're
off.
slogging.
Yeah. Okay, well, you could have a point there.
Henna?
But I'm not saying anything.
No, don't say anything. Your expression will tell me a lot more than you think it will tell. But you've often talked, as I said, about heartbreak, about longing for love.
I'm not currently in love. I don't have a relationship right now. I haven't had one for a while. There's also the fact that I don't submit myself completely at all. I always hold back. I'm too scared, too worried to fall in love, too worried to commit to a relationship, too worried, period. So it's a sad story. It's really, there's a lot of success professionally. There's a lot of failure personally.
And because you talk about coming home to an empty house and a sinking feeling when you walk in, it's self-induced, Karan. You can't change the status.
I know I can. I choose not to.
Why do you choose not to?
I don't know.
Have you not found any partner who has been able to give you that kind of ever?
I invariably run after people who have no interest in me. It's very sad.
But maybe because you find that a challenge.
No, it's also, I think that I have self-esteem issues, really. If you really analyze it.
The people who
that
really like
the
you.
people who really like you, I have no interest in.
I don't want to be a club.
The unattainable is always what I want to attain.
I think Groucho Marx says, I don't want to be a member of a club that wants me.
Wants me as a member.
That's
yeah,
right.
well, that's true. That's very true too. And it's all to do with my self-esteem issues. I can't believe anyone can find me attractive. So when they do, I kind of feel like,
They have bad taste.
yeah, they're not somebody I want at all. Anyone who finds me attractive, anyone who is interested in me, I'm not interested in at all, period. It's a very sad story, Simi. It's not really fun. And I don't choose to kind of be proud of any of this. I've not been in a serious relationship. I don't have a life partner. I don't have a love story to talk about. And I make movies only about human relationships. I'm a living irony.
But physiologically, one needs a relationship.
I know. And my release is fortunately cinema. It's not in my bedroom.
Karan, then you're a marvel.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not even I can't be a marvel. This is not something that I'm proud of.
Well, maybe there have been just passing flings that don't matter
There hasn't
much.
even been so many of those.
Because so little is known about your personal life, your private life, as you said, it causes people to speculate about you.
Well, that comes with the territory, right? If you're in the public focus, people will say all kinds of things.
Does it bother you when they speculate?
Not at all, I'm amused.
No,
it used to bother me, then I became indifferent to it, and then I'm finally amused by it. And I'm like, God, I wish these rumors were true.
Like what?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to say say those. Embarrassing to even talk about some of those rumors. But they're really ridiculous things.
But when people speculate about your sexual orientation, does that bother you?
No. There are people who've asked me on national networks sometimes, and it was a Hindi show. It was meant to be just about my tie-up with another channel, and something really unsavory came my way, asking me very directly about my sexual orientation. And I looked at him and I said, why are you interested? Because it was said in such a strange way.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're single, you're 39,
Yeah.
there will be conjecture about your sexuality and your orientation. I have no problem with that. I'm very comfortable with hearing all kinds of rumors that float around. I'm very comfortable about what people have to say, their perception of my orientation, what they think, what all they think I'm a part of. And I have no problem with the territory. I can't be upset or angry about it.
But wouldn't you ever like to give respect to who you are, your identity, and come out and talk about it? And because you're a role model, Karan.
But talk about what? Depends on.
About what, when they say, talk about your sexual orientation, come out and clear it up.
Why should I tell them that I'm straight, or I'm bisexual, or I'm homosexual, or I'm trisexual? Why should I tell them that, yes, I've actually been in love with a woman for the last 20 years, or I've been in love with 3 women, or 2 men, or 400 other people? Why should I talk about my personal life? Nobody knows what I stand for in terms of my personal life, and I like to keep it that way.
Okay, I respect that. Now, can you tell me, in today's day and age, who do you think has redefined their status to become a symbol of desirability?
Saif Ali Khan definitely reinvented himself and became like this whole symbol of desirability. I would say Saif Ali Khan.
Can I do a completely Karan Johar filmy thing with you?
Yes.
Could you please close your eyes? Karan, जब तुम अपनी आंखें बंद करते हो, तो किसका चेहरा सामने आता है?
Can I just say what happened? I saw Kajal. It's very strange. I don't know why.
I was hoping it was your mom because we have her on next.
Oh, really?
Yes. While I deconstruct Karan, please come back.
People like Karan, people like Shah Rukh, I mean, you can't tell them any secrets. They cannot keep it. They can't. Shah Rukh is another one. Never tell him anything. Terrible. Karan, my goodness. उसके पेट में दर्द हो जाएगा. He has to.
Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
Welcome back. I'm here with my friend Karan Johar, and despite all the conjectures, I really love him, and I know he really loves me.
Yes, of course I do, Simi. You should know that.
Okay, so tell me, who do you think really knows you best?
Definitely my mother.
Your mother.
Yeah.
Also, Shah Rukh knows you well. He
Very
understands you. How would Shah Rukh describe you if I were to ask him?
He would say I'm an emotional fool. That's what I think he would think of me, definitely.
Let's see what your mother says.
Okay.
Deep down, he's a softie. He's a very sensitive child and has been ever since he was a baby. I mean, I never ever had to shout at him because I would just give him that one look and there would be those tears rolling down his eyes. He is that sensitive, and this, what you see in front of you today, is a facade.
Is she right?
Yeah, in a sense, there's a lot of put on. that happens. I fake it all the time. At parties, when I walk in, when I'm talking to people, it doesn't feel like me all the time. Like I'm always putting on this act of being this happy person with a sense of humor, with a certain flamboyance, with a certain kind of vibe that's like fun and you know, all those qualities that sometimes I don't believe is really me. I think I'm putting it on all the time. I'm play acting myself. I kind of feel compelled to be this person that people think of me as, but I'm not really. And I think with age, that's also kind of diminishing. I find very often people come up to me and say that, why are you so low today? And that used to never be the case before. I could like swing on this act, but now I don't think I can anymore.
It falls every now and then. Is the facade on today?
A little bit.
How much?
It's about 50% still
50%.
on. Yeah. I'm watching my P's and Q's while I'm talking to you. But because I'm comfortable with you and because I think the route your interview is taking is personal, somewhere I can't lie beyond a certain point of time. I can't keep continuously lying in one position. You know, I will definitely show you elements of my true self at some point of time, and it's coming in flashes. I can feel it.
Why is the facade there, Karan?
I don't know, Simi. I feel I have to put it on. I was this nervous, introverted child. I was always like the mummy's child who was like full of like other complexes. I was overweight. I was called effeminate in school. And when I went to college, I actually took baritone classes. I went to Nazareth Public Speaking. And then I went into this gentleman taught me how to make my voice more baritone, to express myself, speak and sound like a man, make sure my gestures were extremely solid. I cultivated a certain person out of myself. That wasn't inherently me, because I felt that's the way I should be and position myself as a man in the real world. Today, when I look back, I feel that all helped in creating this demeanor. But is it all me? No. A lot of it is a facade. A lot of it is a whole kind of performance I'm putting up because I believe that's the person I would like to project.
I asked your mother, you know, why does he have to have this facade? This is what she said.
He feels he needs to cover up that bit of that oversensitive person that he is. He hurts very easily, but he doesn't want to show it because it doesn't work today. That's why. People hurt. Comments, people.
Sensitive to remarks, to comments.
To even relationships, you know, you feel, I always feel I invest much more in my relationships and I get back very little.
Very little.
But I think that I'm born with this little bit of a victim complex. I don't know, I think I also like to feel victimized. One part of me, while I feel it, but another part of me makes me feel that I'm enjoying myself, reveling in this self-pity mode.
Sometimes people do.
And I believe self-pity is the biggest luxury human beings have.
Absolutely.
You know, you wallow, you cry through that, you love feeling that you've been slighted in a relationship, you've been shortchanged in an equation. I don't know, I kind of get some kind of real pleasure out of that feeling sometimes.
Bit of masochism involved.
Yes. I feel like if somebody gives me too much love, I get very embarrassed. But I like to be the one who's always giving in a relationship. I like play acting that part.
But listen, you're not really a mama's boy.
Not anymore. That's also,
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say this, and I think, Mummy, please, no offense to all the love I have for you in my heart, but no, not anymore.
No, because I look at you as a very dutiful son, a very loving son.
You know, it changed, I think, when I lost my father 7 years ago. From being the mama's boy, I became the man of the house.
That's right.
You know, at a certain age, your mother becomes your daughter.
Very true.
I felt I needed to protect my mother. I needed to father her. I needed to befriend her. I needed to have all kinds, but there was a whole switch in the relationship hierarchy in our house. When you're ill and you're sick, you know, your mother's lap is the best place in the world. But when you become the man of the house, you feel you can't show your weaknesses to your mother because you need for her to always feel very secure. That's where I think the mama's boy became like the man of the house.
You know, when Yashi died, we lost a friend.
Yes.
She lost her life's companion, and you lost your father. I wondered, and I asked her, how did you help her through this period?
He's helped as much as possible because, I mean, he's not a daughter at the end of it all, he's my son. But he's amazing and he understands when I'm going through and he tells me, he says, once in a while you're allowed to break down. You're allowed. But don't do it too often. So then he makes it into a joke. I mean, Karan is a comedian, please let me tell you that. So even when it's something very serious, I mean, he can just say something and I'll have to laugh.
Can you ever be alone?
No, but I choose to sometimes. But it happens. I need to do that once every 3 or 4 months. I need to go away.
Okay.
He can never be alone. That is why when he comes home, he goes to his room and then I think he'll call up a few people and suddenly I'm told that so-and-so is coming and I've ordered lunch. He just needs people around him all the time.
That's only in the city. But I can never be alone in my room on my own because there's always this guilt that I'm not with my mother. When I'm watching her right now, I feel like I haven't spent enough time with her in the last 7 years and I don't know how to make it up to her. I know she can share a lot with me because I can be a son and a daughter to her. I know that. I always feel, I wish I had another brother or sister. Right now, I feel like it's just her and me, you know, and while that's great and I have the best relationship, I think the one woman in my life that I'm proud to say will always be there in my heart space and in my head space is my mother. I don't know how to express how much love I have for her. Like, I don't know how to say it.
Don't you tell her?
I can only say it when we have a breakdown moment, when we both fight and then cry, and then I say, I love you more than anyone else in this world. And I don't have anyone else. I mean, that's something I keep telling her. She's everything to me. She's my life after we lost Papa.
But you know, you shouldn't feel guilty because I'll tell you, parents are very proud of their children being achievers.
No, I can't stop feeling guilty.
But this is misplaced guilt.
I don't know how to get that out of my head.
No.
Because I feel like I'm not always there and I need to be. There's only that much that I can do, and more than that, I don't know how to express.
You can't do more than that, and you will always feel guilty. I remember even when your father died. I remember even when you came on my show, you said to me very clearly, I remember last time, you said, you know, we never express to our parents how much we love them. We never say to them, some little barrier comes in the way. I still remember that dialogue.
Yeah. But you know what? When my father was diagnosed with cancer, I lost him 10 months post. I said everything in those 10 months. In fact, conversations that I don't think my mother is aware of. I spoke to him about everything. I told him everything. I apologized for things. He apologized about things. The things I held back, didn't say it to him as a son. I told him everything. We have an emotionally clean and beautiful slate between us. And when he held my hand before he went to his ventilator, he said, I love you. There was just earnestness in his eyes, and there was, I don't know what to say. I just felt that even though I lost him, I felt complete. And I'm so grateful for those 10 months.
That's very freeing, because then you just celebrate the relationship you had. Who do you share your innermost thoughts with, Karan?
I have friends.
Confide in them?
Yes, yes.
People like Shah Rukh, I suppose.
Shah Rukh, I'm actually closer to his wife, Gauri.
Gauri.
Shah Rukh is more like a parental figure in my life.
Yeah, you respect him and all.
Yeah, there's too much reverence and respect for me to bother him on a date. Gauri is close to me. Kajal Anand is a close friend of mine. They know everything. And the few things, that they don't know, they should not know.
He does tell me a lot. But what is there to confide as far as his personal life? There is nothing much. I mean, if there was a family around him, maybe there would be lots to talk about. But there is no such thing. Sometimes he doesn't even want to talk about the friends also because he feels you're too old, you don't need to know all this. So I say, okay, I won't tell you anything either. He said, you don't have to tell me because I'm not interested in your friends. I said, okay. So that's what it is.
She's very interested in what's happening in my friend circle because they're clearly more exciting than hers.
How mean you are to her.
No, I'm not being mean. I'm just like, obviously she's more excited in what the film stars around me are doing and are up to. She's so spoilt by that now she finds all her friends and their lives really boring. By the way, she is, if you want any good gossip, Simi, you have to call my mother. She knows it all.
Wow, between the two of you.
We're a powerhouse of information.
Absolutely.
We can run a whole newspaper and it'll do really well. But she always says that, oh, I don't want to tell you because you can't keep secrets. She
yes, watch.
Oh.
I can never tell Karan anything because he can't keep anything in his mouth. He'll get a stomach ache if he had to keep something. He has to pour it out to someone else. So I'm scared. I will never tell him anything. People like Karan, people like Shah Rukh, I mean, you can't tell them any secrets. They cannot keep it. They can't. Shah Rukh is another one. Never tell him anything. Terrible. Karan, my goodness. उसके पेट में दर्द हो जाएगा. He has to. And so many times it's come out, I said, Karan, I look at him and say, how did so-and-so, so-and-so. How did that person? Because it's Karan. So now I can't. Now I have to make him swear on this, that and the other. Say, now Karan, oh, this is really something you can't tell anyone. Then hopefully he keeps it. I make him swear on Karan, on Yash. I know it's a horrible thing to do. But Yash is not there, now it's okay. You can't say, so I can't say swear on Simi, swear on this, it's not nice. But swear on somebody who's not there now,
She's
it's okay.
she's calling me a
do
comedian,
it so
she's
that
going
it gets
on.
a little emotional, there's an emotional angle to it,
I said, Mama, I'm 39, you can't be saying things like this to me. She's like, I won't tell you. I spoke to this one and I have this information about them. But I am not going to tell you because you will tell Gauri and you'll tell Kajal and you'll tell this one and that one. So I was like, okay, then swear on Papa, then I'll tell you.
So you can't keep secrets?
No, I can't.
Except your own.
Of course.
Clever guy.
I'm selfish like that.
Okay. I asked your mother also whether she would like to change anything in you, because mothers usually have a long list.
I think she'd like me to spend much more time with her. That's the only thing.
Is that what you think?
I'd be excited to know.
I wish he'd got married, I wish there were grandchildren, I wish all those things. But then if it's not to be, then I have to accept it. He doesn't want to get married, so there will not be a family. He keeps talking about adoption, he keeps talking about dogs, and I do not encourage either. I told him, I said, you will not bring a baby to the house and think I'm the mother. I said, no, sorry.
She's put adoption and dogs in the same breath. I must say, this is my mother, she's classic. Now, there's no dog, there's no baby, so there's only me and her, and she's very happy with this scenario, I want to tell you.
So she's resigned to your bachelorhood and she's resigned to her life.
She's very happy and thrilled.
Yeah, I'm resigned to it because I know that this is not going to happen. He doesn't want to get married. I accept it now. I fought it in the beginning. I accept it now. He's 39 years old. Yash was 40. Maybe there's hope. 1 year more, we can wait. So, Karan, I hope in the next 1 year, maybe something changes. I will see somebody else in my house, somebody to talk to, another person who's to share things with, Karan says, stop this nonsense. I don't think you want to share your jewels with anybody. So I said, no.
I told you. She doesn't want to, it's all an act. In fact, all the girls I have in my life, all my friends, they always like us taking claim on my mother's jewelry. They're like, you better leave this in your will. So my mother says, I'm very worried all these girls want my diamonds.
My jewelry.
Nothing is coming anywhere. She's Sindhi, you have to know that. Nothing is arriving.
Her last message on my show for you.
Karan, you already know that I love you very much. And I just want to tell you that I am very, very proud of all your achievements. You're the best son anybody could ever have. God bless you, Karan.
Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
Welcome back. Here I am with Karan Johar, and we are now going to enter the Personality Cafe. You know what the truth bucket is?
I think so.
So if you're ready,
I'm totally ready.
let's go with Truth Bucket.
Saheli.
Okay, I would like you to know that I've seen Kuch Kuch Hota Hai more than like 50 to 60 times.
That's all.
What
What do you mean? I'm offended.
Question to you is, who is a better interviewer, you or Simi ma'am, and why?
Can I answer that?
But you'll have to tell the truth.
I will, I swear.
It's the truth bucket.
Yes.
Okay, then you tell
Cross
the
my
truth.
heart and swear to God.
Okay, swear.
Undoubtedly Simi.
No, I'm so sweet.
I mean, I want to tell you, I mean, really, she's paved the way. I said it on the show that if there wasn't her, there wouldn't be me. So I've picked up a lot of my little tricks from Simi. So I would say Simi all the way.
So sweet.
Pooja.
Hello, sir. Hi, ma'am.
Hi,
Hi.
Pooja.
Hi. So my question to you is, according to you, who's pushed the hardest to star in your film?
I think everyone really, I mean, this is the truth really, and because it's a truth bucket.
Sorry.
Everyone, but I swear there is no...
Something.
Oh, is there a
someone.
penalty?
Yes, there's a penalty.
Well, I don't know anyone who pushed hard, pun not intended. Okay, I'll pay the price. I'll take the penalty.
He's a great dancer.
No, I can't dance.
He's going to do...
No, I can't dance. You can't make it. Can I just answer that?
He's going to do a Sheila.
I can. Divya.
Hi, Karan. Hi,
Hello,
Sima.
Divya.
You are an amazing director, my favorite director, and you look super cute in DDLJ.
No, I wasn't in the...
Yes, you did. Okay, I want to know that which Bollywood actress got her plastic surgery done and it completely failed on her?
Penalty. I know not 1, 3, 4, 6, 7
Name
names.
one.
I can't mention any of them on national television because then they won't work with me and I can't afford to do that.
Penalty.
What about the guys?
Penalty. There are 14 men and 7 women who have done bad Botox jobs and bad plastic surgeries. They're all moving around with borrowed noses, but we won't get into that.
So you're ready to...
Yeah, but now don't make me dance again. I've done my physical activity for the week.
Not for the week. You might have to perform again.
Okay.
But I'll give you a little respite right now. Could you please recite to my audience the cheesiest dialogue you've ever written?
मर्द बहुत कमजोर होते हैं वो उसूल तो बना लेते हैं पर भूल जाते हैं कि दिल के आगे कोई उसूल नहीं होता और हम उन जिद्दी कमजोर मर्दों को ये एहसास दिलाते हैं कि दिल के रिश्ते धड़कनों से बनते हैं उसूलों से नहीं प्रियंका
Hi, Simi ma'am. Hello,
Hello,
Karan sir.
Priyanka.
Firstly, I would like to thank you for a nice Sheila dance. So my question to you is, who according to you is the best dressed or the worst dressed actress?
Best dress is Sonam Kapoor. Worst dress actress Rakhi Sawant. She'll say 5 mean things about me after this, but you know what? I'll take her on. Deep.
My question to you is, are you a good kisser?
I've been told I have perfect lips, so yeah, that makes really good kissing.
Yay!
Thank you, Karan sir.
Amruta.
Firstly, I would like to say that I'm a big fan of your movies, especially the ones with Shah Rukh. I love him lots.
There have only been those.
No, there are exceptions.
The ones I've produced. The ones I've directed have only been Shah Rukh.
Okay, and you have interviewed
Do you get
me.
a penalty for giving me wrong information? The Sri Prayer Prize?
You will have to dance if
Yeah,
you say something wrong.
I'm absolutely ready.
Okay.
We are not. Continue.
So my question to you is, which actor manipulates media the most?
What is the third song? Jalebi Bai. I can't answer this. I have 3 names. Can't mention either.
You have three
Okay,
names.
this calls for a penalty.
I had 6 names.
Are you teach them the step from your film?
Teach them the step. Okay, everyone stand up then. It's called the Indian toilet step. It's from Shava Shava. So it goes 1, 2, pull the flush. 1, 2, pull the flush. Yeah.
I want to give you a gift.
Oh, thank you.
Here's a personally autographed hamper from Karan, and it'll only be a boon for your clear and healthy skin.
For your clear and healthy skin, it's
Thank you.
Neutrogena.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Krishna.
My question to you is that, have you ever had a relationship purely based on physicality?
Yes.
May I ask with whom?
No, you only are allowed 1 question. Sorry, bye-bye. And your name is Krishna. Should you be asking such questions?
Krishna is naughty on that, sir.
Acha.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Sunana.
Just wanted to ask you that one movie that you think you could have done a better job than the present director.
Better job. I've either not liked them or I've loved them, and I don't think I could have done a better job. So I don't know if there's a single... is that a cop-out answer?
It's a cop-out.
But I'm trying to think. I don't know who
Take your time.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have about 5 seconds left.
Oh dear, penalty then.
Penalty, penalty.
Okay.
I have a couple of answers, but what the heck? I'll pay the price.
Penalty. Munni badnaam hui.
No, I can't do it. I can't dance. No, I cannot dance to these songs.
You're brilliant. Properly, huh?
I'm embarrassed to death. I want to kill myself.
Isn't he amazing?
No, I could have been better.
Tell me something. Did you know he was such a great dancer? I'm showcasing his talent.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Very kind of you. Yes.
So come back soon. We have lots more fun awaiting you.
I haven't read a book in 6 years. I was a backbencher in school because I was very naughty. I have never shaved my chest.
Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's most desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's most desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
As I said, this was all about the truth. Now we have to bring in a lie.
A lie?
One lie.
Okay.
So we're going to play 2 truths and 1 lie.
Oh, fantastic.
And I'll tell you how it goes. You will make 3 statements to the audience.
Right.
They've got flags with them, red and green flags. You will then check with them whether your statement is true or false. If it's true, they'll raise the green flag.
And if it's a lie,
if it's
they'll
a
raise
lie,
the red.
they'll raise the red flag.
Got
and
it.
we'll see how well they know you.
Fantastic.
Here we go with 2 truths and 1 lie.
First, my favorite cuisine is Parsi food. I have never shaved my chest. I never listen to Western music. Now we'll go in order. The very first one. My favorite cuisine is Parsi food.
True. Mostly true.
We go on to the second one. I have never shaved my chest.
False. They're saying false.
False. I never listen to Western music.
All false. Now, tell them.
My favorite cuisine is Parsi food is true.
Well done.
I have never shaved my chest. False.
False.
I never listen to Western music. True.
True. Unbelievable.
I don't listen to English music at all. I'm a Hindi film music fan. I can't bear the sound of English music.
Next one.
I haven't read a book in 6 years. I am terrified of flying. I was a backbencher in school because I was very naughty. Start the very first one. I haven't read a book in 6 years.
False.
I'm terrified of flying.
True. All true.
I was a backbencher in school because I was mischievous. All right, should we go in order then? I haven't read a book in 6 years. You said false. That statement is true. That doesn't make me sound very literate, but unfortunately it's the truth. I haven't read a book in 6 years. I've read a lot of bad screenplays, but I haven't read a book. All right, I'm terrified of flying. True.
You were right. You were
paranoid.
absolutely right.
I say the Gayatri Mantra right through turbulence. All right, I was a backbencher in school because I was mischievous. You're right, all the three and everybody else who said.
False.
I was a front row geek who said, Miss, you told us to read page 57. And everybody gives you dirty looks behind and says like, shut up, don't remind her.
Well done. So they've won 1 round and you've won 1 round.
It's a tie.
It's a tie. Now
Okay,
the
let's
third
do
is a
our
decider.
third and final decider. All right, my 3 statements come out right now. I wanted to name my company Dharma Productions, Karma Productions, because of my fixation for the letter K. I have acted in 9 movies. I don't know how to operate a computer.
Ooh, interesting.
The very first one, what do you say? All right.
Next.
I've acted in 9 movies. I don't know how to operate a computer. Let's show you the real reality. I want to name my company Dharma Productions Karma. This is false. I don't want to do any such thing. Dharma Productions was named by my father, and I wouldn't change that for anything. I've acted in 9 movies. This is actually true.
Yes.
I don't know how to operate a computer is true. I need all the help in the world. I'm a big duffer when it comes to anything technological.
You didn't expect that, no?
So let's just put it this way. I'm dumb because I haven't read a book in 6 years. I'm daft because I can't operate the computer. And I'm illiterate. I don't listen to English music. Thanks,
he's
Simi.
modest.
And
Correct.
thanks, Simi. You've got the best side of me on this show.
Love you, Karan. Thank you so much. That was lovely.
Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
Welcome back to Personality Cafe. Karan, this is the time to do something for charity. Okay? Now, what I need you to do is just make a self-portrait. We're going to auction it on the net, and the proceeds will go towards charity. It's going towards being human, actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
all of it. So, would you come with me?
Yes. of
Ready?
course. Yes.
You know, nudes are very precious and they go for a high amount, so please bid very generously. Go on to our website, which is www.starworld.in/SSIMD. Make a bid and own this guy. I mean, through this sketch forever.
This nude, it's actually art, though nobody in this generation or
this century
decade will ever understand the brilliance behind this image right now.
And you can say, I've got Karan Nanga.
Yes.
Right?
You caught me in my nude moment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Come along. Tell me truly, did he charm you? Yes! Tell me again, is he a style icon? Yes! Would you like to have coffee with him? Yes! Okay then, come along. I love you lots.
Love you too, Simi.
And I
this
wish
is really
you-
precious. This will go right up on my mantle very proudly. You're the only one besides my mother who thinks I'm desirable.
No, that's not true. They all think you're desirable. So does the rest of India.
All right, thank you.
Okay?
Well,
and you remember that.
Yes.
Don't ever forget it.
No, I won't.
Okay, love
Thank
you
you.
lots.
If Deepika asked you straightforward, marry me or leave me, what would be your answer?
I'll say, give me a call when you're 56.